My name is Jose Trujillo. I'm a fine art painter, and I'm coming to you here from my art studio to talk to you about this cool thing: how to deal with scatteredness, how not to be scattered if you're an artist, if you're a creative type, or just in general if you're just a human being, right? One of the things that I hear often is it's the creative process. That's just how I am. That's just how I create my artwork. You know, all these cliches, right? My studio looks dirty or looks all over the place or looks messy, but I know where everything, exactly where everything's at. And of course, you have your approach, whatever, right? Everybody has their approach. That's not really what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is when you're ready to look for paintbrushes or whatever, and then you have to run around and you're like, oh, they're dirty. I'm going to have to clean them before, all these little time killers is really what I'm talking about. When you're scattered, you have all these little time killers, and I used to have them a lot, like the phone. Like if I'm working on the studio and then the phone is there, then the phone would ring and then I would have to answer it, and then my brother or sister or family, whatever, would hang on the phone for like an hour, and then, oh man, it's another form of being irresponsible, but it's very scattered. Things are everywhere. Maybe your phone shouldn't be there. I remember learning this from another artist. Your phone shouldn't be in the studio. If you have an office, then you have a studio office, but it shouldn't be in the studio. Stuff like that. Little things that kill time. Because time is very valuable, and especially when you're creating art and when you're taking it more serious, when it becomes more than a career, becomes your business, then time becomes more valuable over time. Time becomes more valuable over time, I guess, as your career unfolds. But one way that I learned how to deal with that, for example, your canvases are not stretched, and you might think, oh, that's not being scattered. That's just me not having the time or not responsible. Well, it's all this mess that it's not organized. Certainly you have your approach to paint. You could have a messy approach, but it doesn't mean that you have a messy lifestyle, I guess. You can have an approach that is like, oh, I'm going to splatter paint on my canvas. You could be the Jackson Pollock, but it still could mean that you are organized in other aspects to prepare for that messiness. Let's call it that, right? So one way that I learned, and that has helped me a lot, is that I prepare one day in advance. And it's just like everything else, You prepare one day in advance. You're like, okay, I'm going to make those paintings tomorrow, or that painting or whatever. I'm going to have the canvases ready here. The paint is going to be ready here. It's going to be at hand, to my reach, so that I'm not getting up every time, washing a brush and this and that. I'm going to have a bucket of water here. It's all very organized. The way to organize, I've seen some of the best artists in my life are very organized. Even though their approach looks scattered, their approach to creating the artwork, but their approach in life is very organized. The way they get there is extremely organized. They're like little bees, We say that in Spanish anyways. They're very organized, So that's what I do. That's it for my video. Prepare the day before and know what you're going to do. Don't overanalyze. Just know what you're going to do. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and then act as if you're going to do it. It's kind of like a rehearsal. Rehearse the next day what you're going to, the day before what you're going to do the next one. That way, when you're ready to do the next one, it's like a sound check, for musicians. You already know where everything's at, what it sounds like, anyways, you get me. My name's Jose Trujillo. I'm a fine art painter, and thank you so much for watching.